All right, so let's go into your reading. The first thing here is, of course, work and finance. So we have here the Four of Cups as well as the Eight of Pentacles. So what I'm feeling is for some of you who might have been, in the process of looking for new work, or who are in the process of you might have started a new job back in April, and you might have tried to figure out, is this really panning out for me? Those of you who have, started work in a previous retrograde period, I feel that, the job description itself might not have been all that it's cracked up to be, or you might not jive very well with the job. So you are looking for more opportunities, and you're looking for other options that might be made available to you this month. Mercury in retrograde is not a good time to do job hunting or to accept jobs, okay? So I do feel that if you're unemployed and you're struggling financially, it is really important for you to take the job, but then you want to also look at it realistically, because usually the way that it pans out is that the description that they advertise is not the job titles or duties that you are actually going to be doing once you start the job. So just be a little bit mindful about that, okay? So Mercury retrograde is from August 30th until September 22nd. So those are the dates that you want to be very, very mindful when it comes to, looking at opportunities, and all that glitters is not really, real. So just be careful about that, okay? Don't be taken in by the glitz and the glamour. Just look at a situation realistically. I also feel that some of you might have some options that are coming through with the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups basically means that it's one of the interpretation I've seen for this card is the longing for the undefinable. Okay, so rejecting the concrete and the real and the practical choices, and longing for something out there. Okay, and one of the things that you want to be cognizant about, especially when this card comes in, is that it's a card about boredom. It's a card slightly about discontentment, okay? So wanting something that you can't have, wanting something that is out of reach, and that is essentially not even that great for you, but you're a fixed sign. When you want something, you tend to get a little bit too tunnel vision and too focused on it, and when something is not right for you, your soul knows, and also, there's a sense of you holding back. Okay, so I definitely feel that if it's just not coming in fast enough, or if it's not coming in the manner that you'd hope, just trust that it might not be the right option for you, okay? So in the meantime, rather than dwelling on this one thing, you are going to have to take practical steps and maintain, or even take care of practical responsibilities that are immediately of concern to you, okay? So for example, it's sort of thinking about that long away trip that's 3-4 months down the line, and planning for it, and spending all of your time planning for things that are not panning out just yet, and then neglecting your other duties. So just be mindful about that. And I feel like this is an energy coming through since the end of August or so, because I am doing this reading today, I believe is August 22nd. So it might be pervasive throughout the later part of August and coming into September as well. And it's coupled here with the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles is a work card. It's a finance card. It's a card about consistent effort put towards a goal, towards a very, very tedious task sometimes. But it's a card about, achievements. So I feel that a lot of you are going to have to, unfortunately, just snap out of it. And, with the daydreaming. Daydreaming is good, but it is a form of escapism. And I feel like you are neglecting your practical responsibilities, okay? Now, in the work front, it's saying the same thing pretty much. Focus your head. This is where your energy needs to be channeled so that you are the most productive, okay? So streamlining your work processes, being a little bit more productive with your time rather than daydreaming and ruminating. It's really important to get your head in the game on the work front, because I feel like financially you're in a really good space right now. And if the other things that you're waiting on are not coming in just yet, it's best to take care of the things that you already have right now, okay? Now, in terms of, this is also another finance card. This is, I would say, like more dealing with assets and existing financial situation, okay? We do have the Ten of Pentacles and the King of Wands. The Ten of Pentacles indicates family wealth, wealth that is generated over a long period of time. It involves multiple people, so joint assets, things that are built up like family wealth and foundation investments as well. This is a really, really financially abundant card, and I feel that you might have finances, assets, family as a unit, linked up with another person. We do have here the King of Wands, which signifies a fire sign, a Sagittarius, a Leo, or an Aries, and this can be their sun, moon, or rising. I definitely feel there is a situation here, potentially, if you are in a committed relationship and you're living together, there might be some divvying up of assets, okay? There might be some situation where you both are either linking up your assets or splitting up your assets, because we have the Ten of Pentacles as well as the Five of Pentacles, which indicates to me some type of a division, okay? Things are being halved. So if you are romantically involved with this person and you have shared or joint finances and assets, I definitely see something coming through where you are going to have to, possibly merge assets or divide up assets if you decide to separate. What I'm also feeling here is the King of Wands is usually somebody who has children, okay? Their creative energy is very, very high, and usually, creativity is ruled by the fifth house, which also deals with children as well. So if you are romantically involved with this person, there might be some challenges. If you are involved with them in any way, like, partnership, business, or even romance, or even friendships, there might be some considerations here regarding children, finances, and things like that, that might come into the forefront when you interact with them. And I do feel this is somebody who is really looking for a lot of stability in their financial foundation, and they see you as somebody who is really stable, and they might want to link up with you in that manner, okay? It's a little bit of a materialistic stance, and I do feel that, if you've dealt with this person, they're a fire sign, so they're supposed to be very, ambitious and forward thinking and creative, and I would say somewhat aggressive and assertive as well. But the energy I'm picking up in this spread is that it's somebody who's very go with the flow. They take a step back and they don't really do much to maintain that friendship or maintain that business association or even that relationship. It's something to keep an eye out for, okay? Both of these things also indicate to me somebody who is very financially abundant. So if you're dating this person or meeting this person this year, I feel, and if it's a new person, I do feel that they have really high standards when it comes to your conduct, when it comes to people's conducts. They have really high ethics and morals, and I do feel that they hold everyone to, very, very high standards. So they're a little bit difficult to please, and they all also, I feel just very financially stable to begin with, okay? Decadent comes to mind is what I'm sensing. Decadent, someone who is just very, very well dressed and very refined in the way that they think, in the way that they talk. So it's somebody who's really high on the pedestal, okay? In terms of your emotional state, we do have here the Queen of Cups and the Moon. One thing that I want you to be careful about, because this just came to me here. If you're dealing with a fire sign that fits the descriptors that I've just mentioned, okay, I feel that you might hold them on a pedestal, okay? You might put them on a pedestal. And I feel what you see is just the veneer, the facade actually, because I feel that it's still going to take some time before they make a move, okay? So if you're putting them on a pedestal, I want you to be a little bit careful. We do have the Moon here, which indicates, hidden information, confusion, and generally your intuition is telling you little bits and pieces of information. But I feel that your emotional state is taking over, like I said. Once you want something, you become very, very fixated on it, and then you become a little bit tunnel vision. So just Don't form an opinion yet, okay? Let time let things unfold naturally, and then take things a little bit slower this month, because I feel that you are overwhelmed with emotions for a specific venture, a specific job, a specific person, and you're already projecting too far into the future what's going to happen, and this is not a good time to do that during Mercury in retrograde. So just be careful about that, and keep yourself grounded, okay? So that's the first thing I want to say about this king here. But in terms of your emotional state, we do have the moon and the Queen of Cups. So simply, the Queen of Cups is somebody who's very, very nurturing. This could be the energy that you are embodying, where I feel that for you guys, a lot of you guys, whatever heartache, whatever breakups you've dealt with in the past that you feel like, you couldn't get over, whatever situation you were in the past where there might have been lies, deception, confusion, and you felt like you didn't really have all the information, okay? So this could be something happening in the March timeframe. It could be in July. It could also be like as late as last year. Whatever hangups you've had on the emotional front, I feel that you are recovering from all of this, and you are in a really, really good space emotionally where you're starting to open up your heart again. You're starting to love again, and I feel this really, really nice emotional exchange between you and another person, okay? So you're ready to open yourself up again. And likewise, there is this overly romantic ambiance between you and a water sign. So water signs are Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It shows up as a queen energy, and it can be male or female, but the main difference between the queen and the king in this deck is that the queen is very receptive, very nurturing, and I feel like the queen energies are usually more like family oriented. They do want to have children. They do want to form a solid foundation. And there's a very, very strong shyness about them. And queen energies, the Queen of Cups is usually considered like the naive queen. And what that signifies to me is it's somebody that will give their all until you prove otherwise. So if you're dealing with a character like this, they are very open-hearted and they are very delicate. So I definitely feel there is a very strong sense of energy exchange between you and this person. And I feel almost like on a psychic level, because the moon does indicate strong intuition and things like that. It seems to me like you might even understand or know their intentions before they even speak. Okay, so this is a really, really good emotional connection that you have with this person. It could be a friend or even a romantic interest, but it's a really good reception. So in terms of your emotional state and family life here, we do have the Ten of Cups as well as the Death card. So the Death card indicates major, major, major transformations. Okay, it's a major arcana card, and it signifies things that are coming through that you are going to have no choice whether or not to incorporate it, because I feel like changes is very sweeping, very final, and it's going to bring about something really, really good, long-lasting for you. And I honestly believe that a lot of you guys have been hurt in the past. You were in a situation, for the past 4 months, ruminating, feeling very, very bored with life, feeling very bored about, your own existence. Having all these existential crises. I feel like midlife crisis, existential crisis, where you are starting to question, what is the bigger picture here? What is the meaning of life, and where am I supposed to be headed? Where am I supposed to go on the work front, okay? And also, you might have been jaded from the past with, previous relationships. But this is the month in which you are opening yourself up again. You are going through a very, very strong, emotionally transformative state, and you're learning to love again. So I feel like very, very strongly a lot of you are in either, in a new relationship that you have just implemented with a fire sign or with a water sign. And I feel like these are very solid candidates for love and romance, because I feel like the water sign wants to build, a foundation, and the fire sign already has an existing, possibly an existing family and a lot of financial abundance. So I feel that somebody wants to build a future with you, and somebody is really taken in by you and do want to incorporate you into their blended family, or they want you to they want to build a foundation with you. Okay, so I feel like these are energies coming through that are very sincere, very honest, and actually really good for you. What I'm also feeling is there's going to be new ways in which you all are reconnecting with family members. Okay, so I feel that whatever rifts, whatever even geographical distance that have happened between, you know, family members to cause estrangement or to cause like awkwardness, I definitely feel that you all are coming together. This is like the homecoming, this is like the family reunions get together. And even like in some rare instances, like somebody buying a new house and you're having that housewarming party, or there's like a union between a groups of people that you consider to be your family. So all of these things are really, really positive. And what it's saying to me essentially is that, you know, the emotional transformation has to happen first. So it's kind of like the dawning of a new day. Whatever situations you've been dealing with, I do feel there is going to be some major, major changes to your emotional relationship. So whoever it is that you are tied in with, linked in with, there's going to be either like coming together or breaking away. But either way, the whatever happens this month, I feel like it is very final, and it is very much like one could say like karmic. Okay, so let's look at your advice here. We do have the Five of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Princess of Cups. So first of all, I'm going to say this once again, that I definitely feel a lot of you are splitting up with another person that you've been in a long-rooted relationship with, and you are dividing your assets, okay? Because we are, once again, reducing from a Ten of Pentacles into the Five of Pentacles, okay? For those of you who are not dealing with this, I definitely feel that you have met somebody that you feel almost as if, you know, through thick and thin, we definitely can make it together. So I feel like this is the month in which, you know, emotional crossroads are being, you're standing at that emotional crossroads. And I feel like it's a make or break point in a major existing relationship, and you are going to decide to either split up completely or rough it out through thick and thin with this person. Okay, so they're revealing their true colors, and you're going to have to make a choice, make a decision to ride it out together and just see where the future takes you. And I feel like a lot of you, you're a fixed sign as well. I do feel that once you love, you can love very, very thoroughly and very deeply. So you have trouble letting go. And I feel that you're going to ride it out with the other person. Okay, whatever you decide to do, I feel that it is karmically ordained. So whatever decision that you make, just know that, you know, you are doing it for the right reasons. And it's always good to give people the benefit of the doubt and to ride things out with them, okay, even when things get rough. What's also coming through is we do have the Four of Wands, which is traditionally the marriage card, and the Princess of Cups, which is an offer of love, okay? Offer of friendship, offer of love. So I feel like what's happening here is a lot of you might be transitioning. I feel either from one job to the next, and there's an element of like, you know, purchasing a new property, purchasing a new home, or moving in to live with another person. So I definitely feel like a major shift coming from a place of financial and spiritual lack to a place where you are feeling very loved, very supported, and very nurtured by the universe. What I'm also sensing is you might have an offer of love coming through from a water sign here. And there is an element here of like wanting to build a future together. So two people who want the same things are coming together, are merging together. So this is a really, really positive month for you guys. I feel on the emotional front. And I know things have been a little bit rough in the past. But this is the month in which you're getting a lot of, I feel like emotional validation is what I'm sensing, where things are moving in the right direction, where you're getting contact, you're getting concrete, solid communication from another person, and there's this energy and emotional exchange between you and another person, and things are not convoluted, things are not confusing, okay? So it looks to me to be really, really good.